Hello, beautiful family. Welcome back to our channel. Thank you for always stopping by. In today's video, I want to share with us how you can use ordinary banana and sugar to make your partner go crazy in love with you. Many marriages are shattered today because of lack of love, lack of trust, no communication. By the time you do this recipe, you will see yourself communicating very well with your partner. You will see yourself loving yourself more than the way it ought to be. That love must rejuvenate again. That love must rise again. Most of you complain that your partners don't carry you along in taking decisions. That is an error. And once you do this, whatever he or she does, you must be the first to know. Anything you cannot tell your partner, like my partner is my gossip mate, I don't have friends, so anything I cannot share with him, I don't think I can share with anybody, because whatever I tell him is sealed, and whatever he tells me is sealed. No other person will hear it. So if you are not in such relationship that you cannot share anything with your partner, you don't discuss, you don't know anything about him, please, you are not married, you are just friends. Some of you will come that you have been married for 15 years, you don't even know the account, the bank your husband use. You don't even know, yeah, you don't even know his properties. You don't know the kind of business, you don't know how much he makes. Tell me how there will be peace in such home. Take for instance, you don't know how much your husband earns, and you want him to buy something that is bigger than his salary. Some men are very funny. They will not tell you they don't have the money. They will tell you they don't want to buy, and you feel that he's not being caring, he doesn't care about you. The truth is, he doesn't want you to know how much he earns. But if you're truthful to your partner, your wife, she knows how much you earn maybe 10 naira, and she can, there is nothing that will make her to demand for 15 naira when she knows your income. But if she knows that you earn 10 naira every month, if she's requesting, she will request with her senses. She will know that she can never ask anything bigger than whatever you receive. But when you're not transparent in your finances in your marriage, there will be trouble. When your partner asks you for money, you give what you have, she will reject it, and there will be fights. But when she knows your income, she should be able to know, oh, by this time of the month my husband is not buoyant again, he may not be having money to give me, let me manage myself. These are things that make other marriages look sweeter than others, because there is communication, there is transparency. And that is when somebody, some of these marriage destroyers, they will call you, your husband, I saw her building a house for a side chick. When you know your husband cannot even buy a bag of cement, you go and start fighting. They want to destroy that marriage. But if you know how much your husband earns, and somebody calls you that your husband is building a house for somebody, you will say he's not your husband, because you know you cannot do it, he doesn't have such money. Or they tell you your husband bought a car for somebody when you know he cannot afford to buy that car, why will you go and fight? But when you don't know how much he earns, you go and start disgracing yourself. Sometimes they will end up killing you. You will die and your children will suffer. So let us always have this communication with our partners. The men, please always carry your wives along. Whatever you're doing is for your own good. If anything happens to you tomorrow, your children will suffer. Always bear that at the back of your mind. So my wonderful viewers, you can use banana to bring back that lost love in your relationship. Banana and sugar. Many marriages are dying every day. There is no love. Some people will wish their wife death. Some people will wish their husband death. So in that case, you are not married, because if you're married, your partner will be your priority. The love we share for each other will not even let you think of anything evil. You cannot even hit your wife because you love her no matter what she has done to you. You see some people using their wife to panic beat. Come on, please, let's stop that. So when you get your banana, just you need one banana. You're going to do this assignment for 7 days. One banana in the morning, one in the evening. If you have time in the afternoon, you can still do it in the afternoon. But if you don't have time, do it morning and evening. How do you do this? When you get one banana, divide it into four. No matter how long the banana is, no matter how small, make sure you cut it into four. Put it in a pot, add enough water, bring it to boil. Let's say boil like 5 to 10 minutes. Allow it to cool down. Sieve that water. Remember that when you boil the banana, it will be very soft. You don't need the banana again, you just need the water. Sieve it out. Take sugar, 4 cubes of sugar. If you don't have sugar, the cube one, you can use the granulated one, 4 tablespoons of it. Add to your bathing water, then begin to pray. He said, as banana and sugar is sweet, so shall my marriage be sweet, so shall my relationship be sweet. Whatever that has caused hatred, lack of communication, lack of trust in the past in my relationship, let God revive it from today henceforth. Let there be love, let there be peace, let there be unity. Remember that where there is love and peace, that is where there is progress. And you're equally teaching your children how to love. I never grew up seeing my dad beating my mom. So, and I pray that I don't want to be in a relationship that my husband will hit me. And that was the first thing I told. Any day I offend you, tell me. Any day you hit me, I will lock you up. Do you understand? So you are, if not, if some women, you know their mouths, the way they will talk. If you're a man that cannot control yourself, you beat up your wife. So do all these things to bring that natural love. Let there be love. I tell people, whenever they say you're not using charm on your husband, know that your marriage is not sweet. Something is wrong somewhere. But when people tell you, this woman, she's using charm on the husband, can't you see the way the husband is doing? Know that your marriage, they are envious of the love among the both of you. They are envious of it. Do all these things, you will see how people will start envying you. People that used to come and separate fights, they will no longer separate fights. Rather, they will see the glory of God in your marriage, and your children will equally learn. You will see some children that when they are brought up in domestic homes that do a lot of domestic violence, they grow up to feel that marriages is all about beating and slapping of women. And some of them, I've seen a lady that says she doesn't want to marry. I asked her reason. She came to me to buy attraction stuff. I told her, is it for marriage? Or she said me no, she doesn't want for marriage, that she want the one to be using collecting money from men. I asked her why, but you're up to the age of marriage. So that if marriage is the one she saw when growing up, that she's not interested, that she's not even in a relationship. So you can imagine a grown-up girl still having that mentality that marriage is a do or die affair. Marriage is the place that you come, a man will beat you blue, black and yellow. So when you have that orientation, it's going to affect your thinking. It's going to make you feel that that institution God has ordained is evil. God actually ordained marriage. So let us make it to be sweet. And as a woman, if you know those things that you do that your husband does not like, please stop doing it. As a man, control your temper. When your wife offends you, you can leave the room for her. When everything is calm, you tell her, I don't like what you did, and you see her repent. But when you beat her, all these things, she will always wait for your fight. Please let us do all these things to bring peace in our home, to bring up godly children, because when you keep fighting with your wife, your children, you see them fighting themselves every day, because you don't have control over them. After all, your husband beats you, after all, your wife fights you. So what will you not teach your children? So do this simple assignments and make sure you share your testimony under the comment section or on my WhatsApp number. I've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye bye.